So guys, boom. Bronny James is currently the 43rd ranked player in the entire country according to ESPN, and also he only has one offer, and that one offer comes from the University of Kentucky. Now, welcome back to another episode of Juice Bay TV, and today we have something quite debatable and interesting to talk about. Now, I know I am a little late to this topic, but you watching this video, I want to know your personal opinions about Bronny James on exactly why he only has one offer, and why do you think he only has one offer from the University of Kentucky? Do you think it's because he's Bronny James? Do you think it's because he's LeBron James' son? Do you think he's a valid 4-star recruit? Why do you even think he's the 43rd ranked player in the entire country? Now, like I said, I'm pretty late to this topic, but I was just scrolling on TikTok, and for some reason this video just resurfaced on my end. And if you haven't seen this video is essentially about Bronny James. Despite him only averaging about 6 points, why is he getting all this attention? Why is he getting some offers? Why is he even in this position in the first place? And like I said, if you haven't seen this video, just sit back and watch.
6.3 points and 0.3 rebounds, and he got offers to Duke.
I don't know the answer, so I'm asking you to help me out. Because if I saw a high school kid averaging 6 points and 0.3 rebounds a game, he wouldn't get a second look. So if he's getting all these scholarships offers, we understand why. It's because he's Bronny James. So what am I missing? Tell me, why is he getting all these scholarship offers without using he's Bron's son?
So guys, boom, like I said, I want to know your opinions on this topic. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this topic can be a little bit debatable. It's pretty tricky, and I feel like there's valid reasons and points for people on opposing ends. We all know the elephant in the room. Yes, he is LeBron James' son, but I guarantee you, I promise you, Bronny James does not have an offer from Kentucky just because he is LeBron James' son. Bronny James, he did average about 8 points this past year, and I believe he did average around 6 points in his freshman or sophomore year. But I feel like people just aren't putting context to these types of situations. I understand that he does average less than 10 points a game, but once you realize that Sierra Canyon, the high school program that he plays for, is not just a regular high school, then things just kind of start to make sense. Guys, this man Bronny James has played with so many 5-star, 4-star, 3-star players and recruits on his team. That's not normal. Guys, yes, I'm talking to you. If you've been to high school, or if you're in high school right now, I guarantee you your high school program does not have more than 4 or 5 5-star recruits on your team. Bronny James, he's played with Amari Bailey, who's a top 5 player in that 2022 high school class. He's played with Zaire Williams, who was a top 10 player in his class. He's played with BJ Boston, who is a top 10 player in his class. Both of those players are currently in the NBA right now. He also plays with Kajani Wright, who's going to USC, who's a 4-star recruit. He also plays with Mike Price, who's a 4-star recruit, who's top 40 in that 2023 high school class. Guys, I can go on and on. Shai Odom, Ramel Lloyd. Bronny James plays with so many players on his team, so the fact that these people on TikTok are just saying that, oh, he only averages 6 points a game, how is he getting these recruits, how is he getting these offers? To me, like I said, there's just no context to it. Amari Bailey, who's a top 5 player in that 22 class, he didn't average over 20 points a game because he has other players and star players on his team. So like I said, once you kind of put context to it, it just makes sense of exactly why he's not averaging that many points. And also, if you take 3 steps back, and if you just watch Bronny James on the actual basketball court, I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but I see a 4-star, I see a valid 4-star player in Bronny James. The IQ is there. The way that he handles himself on the court, the way that he can slice and get to the basket, the way that he understands when to shoot the ball, when not to shoot the ball, the athletic ability that he plays with, the way that he can attack the basket, play defense. There's so many little things that Bronny James does that I feel like not a lot of people really understand and really take into effect. And I'm telling you, those numbers that you see on social media and all this, it just doesn't really compel and really tell the full story of the type of player that Bronny James is. I've even said it in the past, if I didn't know that was LeBron James' son, and if I was watching Sierra Canyon, I would definitely think that Bronny James is one of their best players, just because the way that he just orchestrates the offense and he makes these nice no-look passes, and the types of IQ plays, and he's just a good overall player. I don't know how people can deny that he's not that good of a player. Yes, he does have some weaknesses that we all know and we can tell, but at the end of the day, he's still a young player, and every single high school player, even in the world, they all have weaknesses. And the only difference is that Bronny James is still young. He still has a whole another year in high school, so he definitely has a ton of room to grow, and he has a lot of time to grow. Trust me, Bronny James, he's definitely gonna be a special player. Why exactly does Bronny James only have one offer, and why is it from Kentucky? Now, in my personal opinion, I think he only has one offer, or he rarely has offers. It's only on the fact that he is Bronny James. Guys, let's just throw out a random school, a school like the University of North Texas, the school I went to, or a school like Appalachian State or like Mississippi State. Guys, Bronny James is not gonna go to a small school. I think we all know that. Think about the money that those schools have to fly this man Bronny James out. And then also, I'm sure LeBron James is also going to have to go on that visit with Bronny. I'm sure his mom and his family is going to want to see exactly how each school is going to be. So really just kind of saying that and just kind of looking at that situation, Mississippi State is not going to fly out Bronny, LeBron, his parents, everybody, and waste all that money knowing that Bronny is not going to go to a small school like that. And that's why I feel like schools like Kentucky, Duke, Kansas, schools like that, or even Florida, or schools like that only, I think those are really the only schools that really have a chance of landing a player like Bronny James. I believe whenever Bronny James was younger, he even said Duke and Kansas are schools that he would definitely consider going to. But I'm not gonna lie, going to Duke, I definitely don't think Duke is a school that is probably going to be smart for Bronny James to go to, just considering how many players have already committed to go to Duke so far in his class. You have Mackenzie McBuckwell, who's the 3rd ranked player in the class. You have Sean Stewart, who's the 13th ranked player in the class. You have Jared McCain, who's the 22nd ranked player in the class. You have Caleb Foster, who's the 19th ranked player in the class. Guys, so many players, so many top 20, 30 players in the country in his same class who also play the same position are already committed to go to Duke. So just considering just all the players that are already committed to go to Duke, I just don't see him honestly going there. And honestly, same with Kentucky. I just don't think it's even a smart choice to even go to a program like that. I definitely feel like Duke is out the question. Kentucky, I believe that there's not many players that's committed to Duke just yet. Reed Sheppard, who's the 34th ranked player in the country, he's the only player in that top 60 that has committed to go to Kentucky. So who knows? There's still Kansas on the table. There's still schools like Florida. There's even Gonzaga. I can honestly see Bronny James going to a school like Gonzaga, just considering his play style. But I don't know, guys. I'm just speculating things. I don't want to get too overboard with that. But you watch this video. What do you think about Bronny James? Do you think that him averaging 6 points and him getting all these offers is because he's LeBron James' son? Do you think he's a valid 4-star player? What do you guys actually think about Bronny James? Guys, just comment down below and let's get a great basketball conversation started. Guys, if you made it to the end, please make sure you smash the like button. Guys, help the channel out in so many ways you guys have no idea. We're also so close of hitting 20,000 subscribers as well. So if you're new to the channel and you love basketball content just like this, it definitely helps the channel out in so many ways. So just hit that red button, join the family, join the Juice Made family, join the Discord down below as well, link in the description. Yeah, with all that being said, guys, thank you for watching, and it's been an episode of Juice Made TV. Peace.